What's up, everyone? I thought I'd make a video about breeding white cloud minnows. I've been breeding white cloud minnows for about 5 years now. Lost my main breeding stock last year due to my little boy putting dish soap in the tank. So this is what I got left. Everything I got, I bred. These are the leftovers curd that I was thinking about curring, but they happen to stay as breeders. In here I got one pair of what I call red white clouds. I've been working on getting rid of the yellow and the green from these fish. Both fish in here is about 2 years old. They've been in here for about a week, and there is about 30 fry that hatch daily. Their egg takes about 2 days to hatch, and they don't eat their fries. Sometimes they go up there and pick them up, but most of the time they just spit them right back out. Sometimes killing them, sometimes they're fine. Breeding, I prefer breeding as a pair just because I get to control who is who and what babies come from what. Breeding as a group is also fine. Normally the male takes up their own little spot and the female comes up and they'll spawn within that male's area. Breeding more males put more stress on the males, and then breeding more females, the female starts fighting, choosing their own males and choosing their own spot, claiming small pocket in the aquarium where they won't allow other females to enter. For a setup, this is a 10-gallon, which works for what I'm doing. I got one pair in here, so it's not bad. They got some flame moss and a sponge filter in the back. All you really need is a sponge filter or a sponge to block the inlet, and you'll start seeing fries pop out. You need a aquarium to be cycled completely through. I like to have a little algae growth at the bottom. It normally helps keeping the eggs from fungoing up. I have done it before. Brand new tank, fully cycle filtration, and if the egg drops on a clear bottom, they normally fungal up instantly. And these eggs don't get stuck to the plant, so if you want to, you could just grab the moss and shake it and it'll fall right down. My whole aquarium, all my aquarium, I do 50% a week, but I do 25 on Wednesday and 25 on Saturday. For this tank itself, I do maybe 10%, 5% weekly, just because there's fry in there. And then just the amount of algae growth and the moss normally take care of all the negatives. I don't vacuum the bottom because most of the time there's eggs. And then for their food, I'm using the New Life Spectrum. Let me grab it. This is what I'm using. New Life Spectrum Fry Growth. That's what I feed them right when they hatch. They do fine on it. They also got some small microorganisms in there for them to nibble on. And then keeping these fish, normally if you breed more than 50 into a 10-gallon tank, you need to have some kind of current. I notice if I breed over 50 to 100 fish in a 10-gallon and they stay in a 10-gallon for their 6-month period, because These fish are small. They max out at 2 inch, 2.5 inch, and they live for 6 years at least. So their growth rate is super slow. 6 months, they're barely getting there. But I don't I don't start currying them till after a year. And then for these long fin, it's even longer because their fin don't normally show up. They normally picked up mass first before their fin is starting to grow. So I will be patient with them and let them mature and grow out. Let's talk about that current again. I like to have a little current so they could swim against. It's normally, I'm guessing, it normally keeps them busy enough so they don't bother each other. Last year I bred about 600 fries, and I put about 200 in each 10-gallon tank, which for their size and age, it should have been fine. And the amount of water change they get, it should have been fine. But it just had a regular sponge fit of the outlet pushing straight up, and they didn't have no current, nothing to do. And then when I was about to move them around, all of them started already nibble off every single one's top dorsal fin, which was ridiculous because I didn't even think that was gonna happen. And then this year, I moved them right into a tank with a power head with current pushing them constantly, and they've been doing fine. These are about 30 fries in here. They're about a week old. I'm about to move the parents. Maybe next week. I want them to pump out a little bit more eggs. Other than that, they're fine. This male isn't the best male I got. The female is okay. The male isn't the best, but he'll do. He has the most red out of all of them.